Recording in progress. Okay, I think we're recording now. Again.
We're good.
Uh, the sound of that voice makes me think that I'm in like a CLE for work. Recording in progress. Do I have your consent to record this?
I think I clicked OK, so we're
Oh, okay. It actually made you do it.
yeah.
Okay, welcome back to Spaghetti and Meatball Podcast. I've never explained what that means, and I'm not going to today either. I'll tell you later, but I'm not going to now. Um, I'm Kimberly, and this is Chelsea. I'll have her introduce herself. Um, and I am on Instagram as Burley Knits, and this is my knitting podcast. And I thought it would be fun to have Chelsea, who's been my best friend for a really, really long time, and has been crafting with yarn for a really long time, and has been making lots of cool stuff. So that we chat together.
Yay.
So, I am coming to you from um, Central Coast, California, the Monterey Peninsula. And it is the 11:30 a.m. here. And Chelsea, where are you coming from?
From down east. No, not I'm not down east, am I? I'm in Maine, near the coast, but not down east, which down east area is where we grew up. So
Yeah, yeah.
it is 2:30 here, which is why I get to drink this and you're drinking a
Oh, dang.
seltzer
Yeah,
water.
seltzer. But representing New England. This is
Absolutely.
my seltzer of choice is Polar. Um, yeah, we grew up in Maine, and actually, you moved to my town in
Your
fifth
town. Yeah.
fifth grade,
Fifth grade.
third
Yeah.
fifth grade. And then we were pals ever since.
Hmm.
We did not go to college together, um, but we've basically been in
No.
touch ever since then.
You didn't want to be an engineer, so
Can you
our school,
imagine?
the overlapping schools for us would have been very limited.
You could have gone to UMass.
I suppose they have an engineering program,
Yeah,
but
I guess you could have gone to Lowell. Probably it would have been better to go to Amherst. Um, yeah, Chelsea's an engineer. I'm a lawyer. So we're both so smart, but in different ways.
we
Oh, okay.
knit differently, we store yarn differently,
Do
but
we actually knit differently?
yeah, you're
A
English
thrower.
style, and yeah,
I
and
don't
I'm a
know.
picker.
I actually
So
don't know which one is which. I throw it.
you,
That's
I think
English.
yours is the English style. So
Yours is
what's mine?
continental.
Continental? Yeah,
Um, that's funny. Who taught you that?
I taught myself that. I think
Oh,
I Googled it, and somewhere on Google it said Continental is faster once you learn it. And so I
yours is
was like,
not
well, I'm gonna
faster
do
if you
that.
don't learn it that way.
Well, if you don't
Did
if you don't learn it well, like in the beginning, it's not
yeah.
faster.
Did you take the knitting mini course in like seventh grade?
Yeah, we were in that together.
Oh, okay. I
But
was
you
so
already
bad.
knew a little bit of knitting because like
Only
your
a little.
grandma
Hmm.
had knit. And I had a great grandmother who knitted, but she passed away when I was super young. So I never like learned from her. So I first learned in that class in middle school and knitted some really dorky stuff in high school for like all my friends in school in the school colors,
Nice.
like scarves and stuff. So
I don't know if I learned first there. No, I think my grandmother probably taught me first. She taught me how to make dishcloths, which I have one of hers to show today. Not hers, but her recipe. I've been knitting dishcloths this week. And
nice.
uh what was I gonna say? Oh, and then she tried to teach me to knit socks, and oh my God, I was so bad at knitting socks. Now, of course, like that's my jam. But
I'm still bad at knitting
tried to
socks, but
te I tried to turn a heel, and she was just like, nope, and she just ripped it all out. But
yeah.
yeah, so we went to school in Bucksport, Maine, actually, and Bucksport High School, and then we parted ways and went different places across the country for school. And you're back
And
in
I took a
Maine?
big break from knitting. Like I didn't
Oh,
after high school, I didn't really knit until after I had a baby. So I was like 31 or something when I picked it back up. Um, and luckily, I knew you were still knitting, so I had you as a resource.
I started like in full force in college and then uh have been going crazy ever since. Okay, so today we have some finished object. Do you have some finished objects to show?
I do. I'm
Okay.
wearing one.
Okay.
Dun,
And we have
dun.
some works in progress. I have some half objects, and I think we have some other cool surprises. I don't have crochet. Do you have any crochet today?
I do not.
Okay,
Nope.
I was going to, but I'll show that next time maybe because I have enough. And we have knitting, and I have some spinning that I'm really excited about. So, yeah, tell us what you're wearing.
So, summer. So I knitted this. This is a moon set tee, which I really like. I love the front of it. I feel like this is what makes it look more store-bought, like this front piece right here.
I thought you were wearing a
Um,
store-bought shirt when we signed on.
but the way the pattern is, it's kind of, like it lets the edges roll. I think I might knit it again at some point and try like a different edging on
I
it.
like it.
But yeah, it came out really nice. This is like
What's it?
some cashmere yarn from, I'm
Oh.
such a sucker for cashmere. And it's not good for wearing. It's like already pilling on the side over here.
Oh.
But I just love knitting with it. I can't stop myself. But it's like I'm I have like two online yarn companies that I'm completely suckered into. So this is from Subrella Yarn.
Is that the one
Uh,
you sent me the other day?
I
That
did,
had
yeah, I sent you a link
with
because
like
they
all
had some really
solid
bright
tonal.
colors. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, good to know. I won't go look at
Good.
that again.
No. Yeah.
I'm trying to pull up mine. I am wearing hold on, bubbly water, the consequences. I am wearing a Feel the Burn sweater, I think. It was a free pattern by someone who does not have free patterns. Um, I'm trying to load it up on.
BERN?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's the Bernie mitten.
Hmm.
Um,
Love that.
I'm trying to load it on Ravelry. I forgot who did it. One of those people that does all the circular yolks. It's not gonna load, of course. Oh, here we go. Feel the Burn by Caitlin Hunter. Um, she does
Awesome.
a lot of like really like positive E. By the way, last episode I said positive E's when I meant negative E's and I got it all backwards. But she does a lot of positive E's sweaters, and I made this very much like fitted, not positive E's. And it's
Hmm.
really cropped.
Yeah.
So I am a big
I
mitten.
think last episode you were talking about like when it's looser, it's positive ease,
Yep, and I
right?
called it negative E's.
And yeah, but you
Yeah.
like it more fitted. I'm the same way. I like
Yeah.
often knit things a little bit less positive ease than it says.
Yeah. I made a sweater that had somebody made a sweater pattern that like you knit pearl bumps into it to be like Morse code. And um I knit that with like all the lyrics to a Red Hot Chili Pepper song in it.
Wow.
And it was already in like a bulkier yarn and a lot of positive ease. And I probably weighed 40 more pounds than I do now. And it's just too big. It looks sloppy. Um, so I tend to knit them smaller and then they don't fit for 10 years and then I fit back in them and then we cycle through that again. We do that
It
every
happens.
we do that every 10 years or so. But yeah, I don't like that big boxy look. It looks like it doesn't
Mhm.
fit to me.
Some people can pull it off,
Some people
not me.
can. I also same. I think it has something to do with like boobs, maybe.
Hi, slightly.
I don't know. And this is knit in Knit Picks Wool of the Andes worsted, so it's quite uncomfortable. It's
A little
very
itchy.
itchy.
Might have a wardrobe change mid-session.
Yeah. I did it because it was cheap and the color selection is perfect. Like
I
it's
do love that.
exactly right. And I did not want to spend lots of money on this. And I got tons of extra so that I could knit the mittens also. And someone had a free pattern for the mittens, and it was not quite right, so I adjusted it. I have that's in my stories if anyone's interested, but I am going to work on making that better. Like, does anyone still care about Bernie mittens anymore? But I
He's still
am
kicking
gonna,
around,
yeah.
drawing
Um,
big crowds. So
I did just see the Bernie mitten meme again for Trump's happy birthday parade. It was just Bernie sitting on the bleachers by himself with his mittens. I was glad to see that making the rounds again.
yes.
Um, so that's what I'm wearing. Um, for finished objects, I'll do the boringest thing first, and that's some
Okay.
dishcloths. Um, I've had to just kind of sit and do nothing at my desk lately, so I've been knitting just some corner to corner dishcloths. This is my grandmother's recipe. Oh wait, here's the first one. Using up all the scraps uh in my cotton collection. This is her recipe. You start off with 4 stitches, and then you just increase until it's big enough, and then you decrease. I did a major yarn cleaning session last weekend, and I'm like committed to using all my cotton and then never buying cotton again. I don't
Then
need it.
what are you gonna make dishcloths out of?
Well, if I want to make a dishcloth, I'll go buy it
Okay.
and then use it. But I'm not keeping a cotton stash. I'm so sick of keeping a cotton stash. I have cotton that I've had since college.
Yeah, it seems to stick around a long time. Maybe it's because you can only knit
Yeah.
dishcloths and dish towels out of them, but
Yep.
it just doesn't get used up quickly. All mine is I've had since probably I first started knitting again, like 10 years ago. So
Yep. And it's cheap, so it's easy to just like go buy some more. And then
Mhm.
here's another one, same recipe. This is that scratchy kind of dishcloth
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I haven't seen that.
It's I might have a my desk is messy anyway, and then it's full of podcasty stuff. No, I don't have. It's called like scrub and something. I think it's sugar and cream. I don't know. But it's anyway, it's got a rough part on it so that you can scrub. It's not
Nice.
fun to knit with at all. So there's that one. This is just two left, a gray one and a teal one. And then this is a pattern that my mom and I both love to knit. It's called the DW dishcloth, which is named after some NASCAR driver or something, and I don't know why. Um,
From years living in Charlotte, I actually know who that is.
nice. Daryl Waltrip.
Yeah.
Um, so this is also with the scratchy one, so the pattern gets lost in the scratchy bit, but if you have variegated yarn, it comes out really cool.
Oh, and look, there's little W's in there.
Exactly. I don't know if that's the point,
I don't
but
either. It looks
yeah,
cool.
it makes W's.
Love it.
I don't, yeah, that's the first thing I noticed when I knit it 10 years ago the first time. So yeah, super fun pattern. DW, Daryl Waltrip, my favorite NASCAR driver. Okay, show me something.
Okay, I have a little stack. I went on a little like scarf kick. So I did what I got. The bubble bandana from Stephen West.
I was gonna say Stephen West.
Feel like I might have like overstretched it when I blocked it because it doesn't look like quite as bubbly as it did before.
Oh.
But I do still love it. And I use this, these were like some sparkly minis. They're also, I think they're from Surella yarn, but I don't know if you can see, but it's got a little like sparkle in it. Love that one. Then I made this one, which
Ooh,
is
is that a gradient or is it tricking my eyes?
it's tricking your eyes. It's just
Okay.
dark gray. This is a for when I'm feeling really glum in the shitty rainy weather here. Um, but this one's scarf number 4 from my favorite things knitwear. And
Oh, I didn't even know she did scarves.
I think, yeah, I think enough to get to number 4 at least.
Did
Um,
she do them in order?
I don't know. I don't know what yarn this is though. I'm using it on a couple different projects and I lost the thing. I don't know how you like save your yarn, but I usually like stuff it like in the middle
Sometimes, if I'm smart.
and like save it like that. Um, and then I knit this one. I got this yarn. It's kind of a like rainbow
Ooh,
speckles yarn. And I think I bought it around this time last year from, I think it's like Camellia Fiber. It's like a rainbow sprinkles
Is that
one.
a
But
Maine
it,
dyer?
what's that?
Is that a Maine dyer?
I don't, I don't know. I found them online somewhere.
Oh.
But this yarn like glows in a black light. It's really cool.
Whoa.
But I think it's like a Pride Month special. So I think she is selling it again right now. So
Nice. You can take it all to all those raves you go to.
yes, all the raves. Or just enjoy it. My husband bought a black light to look for cat pee. So I can use it in my bag.
Is the rainbow part blacklight or the white part or the whole thing?
I think it's the rainbow bits.
Oh, that's cool.
I have to test it again.
Now
But
just hopefully your cat doesn't pee on it because then it would be
yes,
like double glow in the dark.
I'll never know. So I think that have those finished objects, and then I have one other sweater that I finished recently. Do you want to see that?
Yep.
You've seen it, but um, because you had to help me with it. But it's the
Oh yeah.
what is this one called? Um,
It's not called
the
Christmas
rain
sweater because that's what I keep calling
Skeindeer.
it.
It's from Skeindeer Knits.
Yep. I
And
have the same.
it's like the Festive Yoke Pullover or something like that.
Yes. And I did the Festive
Um,
Yoke cardigan
yes, you did the cardigan, and then
in
I was
like those
reading.
colors but reversed.
So I was following the pullover pattern, which there seemed to be some like mistake when it was converted from the cardigan to the pullover. And thank goodness you had the cardigan pattern so we could decode and figure out
How
what
many
was
times
lost
did
in
your
translation.
arms just come out in the wrong spot?
Like right here. I had to pull it out probably like two or three times and redo. It was something in the translation between the yoke and the arms that just didn't
Yeah,
work
there was
quite right.
literally a whole line missing, right? Like one or two whole lines.
Yeah, yeah. It I think it's just an editing error. I did send it in. Hopefully they see it, but
Yep.
and I got too much yarn for that one. So I have
Ooh,
two
that's fun.
leftover skeins. So these are my two favorite like online
You got
dyers.
me
I
hooked
use
on Woolberry.
dude, you got me hooked on
Oh,
mulberry. It
whoops,
was
sorry.
you. This was the my entry point into
Oh,
buying
I thought,
hand dyed yarn online. You sent me a link to this person, and
whoops.
I can't stop it. I can't stop buying
It's
it.
good. It's so good.
This
The
is Woolberry
colors.
Fiber Company. They're out of Denver, Colorado, I think, or at least somewhere in that area.
Oh,
And they're excellent. Their yarn is awesome. So Surella's
yep.
out of North Carolina somewhere, Raleigh area, maybe. I don't know. She's also awesome. Um,
I
but yeah,
thought you
I
got me
love.
on it.
I don't know what to do with these. I'm not good at that. I buy
What
yarn for
what
a
weight is it?
project, fingering.
Oh,
I know you're gonna tell me to make a Musselburgh, but
no.
I
Um,
do need to start a new one. Ooh, last one. Hold on. Speaking of Musselburgh,
trying to think.
I made this hat for my kid. How
Okay,
cool
I
is
saw
this?
when you were knitting that. I didn't see it done.
Yeah,
That
it
is
was like
so cool.
the pooling. I was like, I don't know how this is going to turn out. It was really interesting. So like the top, I thought it was going to be more like that all the way around, but it ended up pooling like in this really interesting way.
That's
And my
bananas.
8-year-old loves it. So there it
That's
is.
crazy. Who did that yarn?
Um, that's more one of the ones I could not find. It's something I bought locally,
Oh,
um,
cool.
like in the store in Freeport, Maine. So
Oh, Knitwit?
it could be, but I'm not absolutely sure. I tried to find the picture I took of
No, I mean the
the
yarn
tag.
store. Is it
Oh
Knitwit?
no, it's Mother of Pearl yarn.
Oh, I have not been there. I've only been to Knitwit, which might be in Portland, not Freeport. Anyway,
Gotcha.
cool.
I
Oh,
think
you
that's
know what
all
would be
my
good
finished on. What?
for those two yarns? That Stephen West hat that I've knit a million times, the honeycomb hat.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
DK pattern, but I just knit it with fingering weight and add more stitches.
Okay. I'll have to take a look at that one. That'd be good.
It's like,
Blue with white. Uh, it's the one with the little like hexagon
mhm.
things, kind of like the um, not scarf, but
Like
the
yeah,
the
that
thing you're
shawl I'm
knitting right
knitting.
now.
It's the same.
Yeah,
Yeah, the same. I love that
cool.
hat. It's so
Yes.
addicting. So it goes really fast because you're just
All right.
like, one
I'll
more
have to check that out.
honeycomb.
I'm gonna write it down.
Um, I've knit it in fingering weight, I think twice. One time I made it too small. Let's see, Jim's hat. Does it say how many I cast on for it? No.
You'll
But
have
I
to go
found the
count
notebook where I wrote
count
it
how
down.
many hexagons you did in the first row. Let me know.
Yeah. Um,
And then I'll take one out because I'm a loose knitter.
there you go. Or maybe if you're a loose knitter, maybe just do it the DK
Maybe
number.
just do this. Yeah,
I think
maybe.
it's written for DK. That's probably enough. Okay, I'll also finish objects. Wait, do I have, oh, it's behind me. Okay, so I only went to Joann's once in the big Joann's going out of business craziness. And I didn't get a great deal. I got 40% off, I think, for those ginormous these things.
Oh my gosh.
Um, it's like blowing out so bad. Look how thick it is. It's like
Wow.
ultra bulky or something. I can't remember the category.
What do the kids do these days? Hold it up and go like this.
To make it not blurry, but it's not going to keep it from blowing out because it's freaking neon. Um,
Crazy.
so I got, I think seven, oh, one, two, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine balls. No, they're 300 grams each. So I got seven balls. I don't remember exactly how many of each color, but I got three different colors. And my plan was to knit, crochet Haley, my bonus kid, a giant Easter bunny for Easter. And then we got to the store, or we started walking around and I found other colors. And I was like, that's stupid. She doesn't need more stuffies. And I was like, what if I made her a blanket? And then, so we picked out two more colors and I was like, I'll make a cool blanket with it. So I just picked out a bunch, like, surely this is enough. And I was like, that'll be her Easter present. Then I started making it and I was like, this is too awesome for an Easter present. And I don't even like Easter. So I put it away and it was like hurting my hand. I don't even remember. I don't know the size of the hook. It doesn't have a number on it, but it's one of those big, cheap, giant turquoise ones that's like
Yeah.
bigger than this highlighter. It's like huge. And so I put it away and then I think she caught a glimpse of it. Um, and so now, then I was like, it'll be her graduate from kindergarten present. And then I was like, this is even too good for that. So I'm saving it for her birthday or Christmas. Because like, you didn't even do anything in kindergarten. You don't deserve it yet. Like all you did was you didn't even learn to read. You already knew how to read when you went to kindergarten, so you didn't accomplish anything. So, I just made one giant granny square and then finished it off with a cool edging. And check this out.
Nice.
It's so I don't know how to weave in the ends because I don't know if this will fit through a needle. So I haven't figured that part out yet. But
Oh my gosh.
it's so
Big,
cool. The
is
third
there
color
a
is
Guinness
like
World Records for largest ever granny square?
possibly this color's blowing out, but this is like neon orange and purple and pink is the third color, and then it's purple and pink. But it's like a
Amazing.
weighted blanket. It's so cozy.
Amazing.
Where's the oh, this is the side with the ends that are not woven.
Yeah. I think you're just gonna have to crochet hook pull them
Oh,
through.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
No one has a needle the right size to do
Like, do they make super bulky? Look how cozy. I was using it at my desk for a couple days after I finished it. And
that.
then she came over and I had to hide it. But then
Hmm.
she saw the yarn because I just got used to it lying around and didn't realize it was still here. And I think she's on to me. I think she knows something is up. So I had to lie to her and tell her I found it in the basement and I've had it since before she was born. Which is true about most of my stash, but so I've had to lie. So she'll see it for her birthday or Christmas, and then she'll be like, I knew that was for me all along. I'll be like, sure you did, smart Alec.
Amazing.
I think that's all I have for finished objects. Yes, Haley's blanket and dishcloths. Hmm. I have
Nice.
this is much better. I was quite chilly. I have half finished objects. I have two socks that don't go together. But I have cast on for the second one only because I knew we were podcasting, and that is very motivating to be a better person than I am naturally. Okay. Wait, that one's boring. I mean, that one's cool. I'll do the boring one first. So I mentioned I was doing an 80 stitch double zero sock
80
because
stitches? Holy cow.
so someone at the knitting store, which you went to, Monarch Knitting, Molly, she's so great. She hosts the Tuesday night knitting group at the store. She told me she was knitting a sock on double zeros just because she could. And I was like, well, I want to. So I got me some double zero knitting needles, which are size, what does that mean? Size in millimeters. They can't even print them on these.
Yeah, it's too small.
I think it's like 1.75. I think it's 1.75 millimeters. And normally I do size one needles, and that's 2.25.
And you
That checks
usually
out.
do a 60 stitch or
64
60,
stitches
64
on size
on
one.
a one.
Yeah. So I finished one whole sock. Oh, this is a great color for
Beautiful.
podcasting on a bad laptop. Oh, sorry about this. But anyway, so this is terrible. Maybe if I get really close. Oh, that's not
You
bad.
can see it.
This is the Leap Year sock by Summer Knits. And this is just random old Lang Jowl sock yarn that I don't have any, definitely don't have any labels left, but it's these things, these sock yarn
Mm.
little skeins are like 50 grams and they're so cheap. They're like $10 for 50 skeins for 50 grams. And they come in a bajillion colors. And I had these left over from my mom's Christmas socks. And so I just was like, I'll just combine those. And it's kind of a cool combo.
Have you
Um,
have you tried it on?
mhm.
Does it fit
Yeah,
similar to normal?
like a glove for your feet.
Wow.
It fits so well. Um, and she had in her pattern, she has a 80 stitch recipe. So if you had like giant feet, sorry if you have giant feet out there, but and you have size 180 80 stitch feet.
Oh my gosh.
But so it was perfect. So she had an 80 stitch version in there. So all the math was done for me. But it is like so tight. But this yarn is extra
Yep.
tiny. It's not like a normal fingering weight. It's like a light fingering weight.
Uh,
But this is like
okay.
store-bought little,
Yeah.
sort of.
It's
Not like
you can't even barely see the stitches on there. I
I
did
know.
so these are the socks that I've been working on. I
Oh,
haven't done the
nice.
heels yet. They're gonna be this color, hopefully.
Nice.
But these I've been knitting socks on zeros, and I have to
Hmm.
do like it's either 57 or 59 stitches. I have to take some stitches out for being a loosey goosey.
That's funny.
So
Well,
I think
I think I told you there's that person. Oh, Fat Squirrel. She knits on double zeros 64 stitches because she's so loose.
wow.
Some people
Well,
just have a
apparently
loose
I need
gauge.
to upgrade from a zero to a double zero. But it is
They're
pretty, like the stitches are still, again, like how do the kids do this? I feel like the stitches are still pretty tight. This is more woolberry yarn, leftovers from another project.
so will I ever do this again? Probably not. I have to do it one more time. And I
Yes.
have cast on.
Good
I
work.
do not want to knit this.
You're not doing
Please?
it with the tiny circular
No, magic
magic
loop.
magic loop.
I don't know how I feel about 9 inch circulars.
I knit these on the 9 inch, and the first time I used the 9 inch, like my hands cramped. It wasn't as bad this time around. Felt like I got used to it better. But um I ordered some zero double pointed ones to finish the heel with
Oh,
because I'm
yeah.
there's no way I can use the 9-inch for that. I can't magic loop with the 9-inch, so
Oh no, definitely not.
it'd be difficult.
I don't cramp so much anymore. I just can't go as fast as I can. And I just get annoyed that I'm not knitting faster.
Hmm.
Um, but I went to the Worldwide Knit in Public Day thing last Saturday, and I met a local knitter, and she knit these amazing mushroomy stone knits socks, all colorwork, the entire thing. And I was like, how do you even get those on your feet? Like every time I knit colorwork socks, they don't fit. I was like, do you go up a needle size? What's your deal? And she was like, well, I'm a loose knitter to begin with, but I knit them on 9-inch circulars. And I was like, fine, fine. Then I will knit colorwork socks on 9-inch circulars. I'll give it a
Yeah.
try, but I'm still trying to knit that Haverland yarn sock. I'm trying to finish it on 9-inch circulars, and I'm just so over it. But I can't change now because my gauge changes on 9-inch circulars.
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
looser.
No, you can't knit sock number 2 different than sock number 1.
Nope.
You're stuck. So what else do you have
I have another
for
half
WIPs,
object.
or as you're calling it, half finished objects?
I have one whole sock. Okay. I saw this pattern on Thursday. Somebody had it on Instagram and I bought it immediately because it's so freaking hilarious. Okay. This is called Submarine Socks it's just called Submarine by Nicola Susen, Susen. Okay. Check this out. I think I must have knit socks by this person before because I have another very crazy sock that reminds me of this one. This looks like I have no idea how to knit socks and I love it.
Oh my gosh. It looks like something out of like Dr. Seuss.
It's so funny.
Have you put it on?
Yeah, it's
Does it look like a
perfect.
sock once you put it on?
It's so good. It's so comfy. Okay, I'm crying. All right. So, okay, this also does not look very attractive. But what happens is it's like ribbing this way on the back and then ribbing this way on the front.
Yeah.
And the decreases are weird. They're not like in the same spot as like where's my other one? Um, like decreases kind of come down the gusset. Um, or
Yeah.
that is the gusset. Okay, so this is where the gusset is. The decreases come down from the heel on a normal sock. And this one,
Huh.
the decreases are like along the foot
Weird.
instead of up here. So this
Yeah.
um like purl section, knit section, purl section, knit section is continuous and
Weird.
doesn't get broken up by like knit two together or slip slip knit. It's all along the bottom. So the
Huh.
bottom becomes this like flat panel.
Yeah.
And it has this really funny like short row heel thing that was also the instructions were great. It was a heel I'd never knit before. And then a perfectly normal toe. So you get this like
That's hilarious.
it's so good. And I finished this. See, I started it Thursday and I finished it Friday because I could not stop
Awesome.
knitting it. And then Haley, my bonus kid, caught me not knitting it. And she goes, I thought you said you couldn't not knit it. I
Busted.
was like, well, I can't knit anything else. And then she caught me knitting something else. She was having a very literal weekend this weekend. And I have cast on the second one because I am a good person.
Good job.
Thank you. This one I'll finish quite quickly. And this is going to be a gift knit, I think, because it's a funny. Oh, the only problem is this was a whip. I'm in this like finish all the whips mode right now. And try not to cast on new
Yeah.
things. Clearly I'm
Except you
failing. But this was a whip that I ripped out. So I feel like it's net same
net
whips.
zero. Okay.
Yeah, net zero change. And this was a sock that it was like a lace pattern that I had taken from a Stitch dictionary, and it was getting lost in this crazy black and pink yarn.
Mm.
So the yarn looks a little nasty here. because it had already been knit. Like it's a little wobbly and
Yeah.
it's not as neat as
Gotcha.
like down here.
Do you block your socks?
I normally do, but I don't know if I really can with this one.
Yeah, how do you block that?
I
I
don't
mean,
know. I
you
might
can
just
stick it
steam
in
block it
the
and see if that helps.
sock, yeah, the sock thing.
But see, like already this one is much nicer
Mm-hmm.
because this yarn was all ramen-y, you know?
Yeah.
Ramen-y, ramen-y.
Just gift it to someone who won't notice.
I think steam blocking it will be fine. Or I could also, yeah, I would say I could knit a third one, but that's a little anal, so I probably won't do that. Those are my half objects. My nose decided to just start dripping for no reason. Sorry, that's gross.
Um, I looked through my whips and I don't have as many as I thought I had. It just feels like I have a lot because I'm usually like only a one or two project at a time person, and I think I have five.
Ooh,
Feels like a lot for me. Um, so this one I'm making out of the leftovers from the t-shirt that I have on right now. This is I think it's the Dewdrop scarf by Melina Designs.
I
So
like
more
it.
of that. I think scarves probably will hold up better with the cashmere
Yeah,
yarn than
that's
than
also
the
fingering weight.
t-shirts. Um, you know what? I think this is DK. I think DK or sport. It's bigger than fingering. Pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm not really good at keeping track.
It
Um,
doesn't matter.
where's my other stuff? I went to a Hobbit themed coffee shop that opened up in Brunswick this morning, which
What?
was fun. Yeah, it's called Elevensies.
Oh, that's
Um,
so cute.
while I was there, I was working on this. Oh my gosh. It's like in the stage of like I look like a blob thing. But it's gonna be like a vest tee thing.
I've been wanting to knit a vest.
It's called the Zoe Shirt by Caidree Knits. Caidree. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but and
The
this
Zo
is a
the Zoe
um
shirt?
yeah, the Zoe shirt. I'm holding it inside out too. That's silly, Chelsea. Silly, silly. Um, but I think I need to
Oh,
do
I
just
just
a
looked it
little
up.
bit more length on it, and then I have to do like all the edges. But yeah, look it up. It's super cute. I got buttons for it. And
I like it.
this yarn is like a linen blend. So I'm hoping it'll be nice for the summer to have like
Ooh, linen and what? Wool?
I don't remember. I think there's alpaca in it.
Is it?
It's like
Oh, it's
linen,
not.
alpaca, and I there might be a little bit of cashmere in this, but I think it's mostly
Of
linen
course.
and alpaca. I think.
That
I
is
remember
cute.
looking at it and being like, "This is really interesting." I also bought like the wrong. Um, I think the pattern is written for sport weight, and
Hmm.
I saw the linen yarn on Mulberry, and I got excited and I bought it, and it is fingering weight. So I'm actually knitting. It's like a pretty light fingering weight, so I'm knitting it held together two skeins.
Oh,
So, but it's working out
there's only 47 projects. This is like um
from this
a s-
designer.
oh, I would say is this a new pattern? It's just like completely underrated.
Oh, I don't know, but
It
it's
looks like
really
a new
cute.
pattern.
So,
A lot of people started in late last year.
yeah. Well, I
Very
will
cute.
have to update you on how it ends up because I'm really excited about it. Um,
Okay, I need to stop looking at this. Person has a lot of cool patterns. I have to go on a deep dive later.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
I'll
show
knit
you.
a shirt out of this.
Wait, you're gonna knit a shirt out of that?
No, not really. What?
Um, so here's the other thing that I cast on to distract myself from the project that I'm avoiding. This is
Put my blanket back on.
the sea glass sweater.
Whoa.
which is looking super. Oh, that's the back. Don't look at the back. It's looking super cool. I have not been able to figure out any of their strategy for weaving in the ends as you go. So I'm going to
Do
be
you know
stuck
Weave
with
and
this.
Steven?
I was going to try like the braiding thing at the end. I don't know, but
Oh,
it's not
I do Weave and Steven.
even
Check that
Steven.
that Steven West does.
Okay, where's my notes? Here we go.
That's what I
Weave
do on my
Steven.
Brio Ripple wrap thing.
Okay, I'm going to look for it. But the whole goal of this one is to like use up lots of scraps. And so I have plenty of scraps
Ooh,
in here.
they're
Trying to
all
keep these
coordinated.
organized is difficult. I'm using like some baking dishes to try to keep track of it. And then like the base one again is like the same yarn that I was using for this. So just I like to like use up everything. That was the sea glass sweater.
Do you have any like scrappy blankets in progress?
I do.
Oh, I
Oh,
was gonna say I want to do like a whole blanket episode.
okay. Should I save that one?
Yeah,
Or you
save
want to see
it.
it?
Let's do a blanket episode.
Okay.
Let's see it. Let's take a peek. You can bring it back in the blanket episode.
Quick little peek. This is the triangular blanket.
Oh, did I know about this? I didn't know about
I think
this.
so. I think I've showed you this before. I come back to it like every once in a while and I'll knit like 4 or 5 triangles.
I have
And
a scrappy blanket problem.
yeah. Well, I've been working on this one for years, and that's as far as I've gone. But I'm like I'm hoping when my kid goes to college, I can kind of like finish it off and send them along with a blanket with
That would,
little, bits
that's,
of yarn of things that I've made,
yeah.
that they've
I have a
actually worn.
blanket that I didn't add to Ravelry, unfortunately. But as far as I can tell, I think I started in 2011. No,
No.
wait. Did I have it? I think, no, I had moved back here from, no, okay. I had moved back here from China. So just before law school. So 2012. No, wait, that doesn't make sense. What year is it? It's
You don't want
2025.
to know.
I
Yeah.
graduated law school in 2016. How long is law school? 3 years. Yeah, so I probably started in 2012, in
Okay.
2011 or 2012. And so that blanket is 13 years old, 14.
Isn't there another one behind you
Oh,
on your
this
chair or
is
something?
done. This is old.
Yeah, but that's a scrappy blanket, right?
Yep. I actually finished this one. This is just one big granny square.
I love it.
It may have moth holes in it. Yep, there's one.
Still works.
I've lost a lot to moths, like a lot of shawls. I
So,
just was down in the basement looking for something and I was like, well, there's that pile of moth or shawls that I've just put in a pile because they're eaten by moths and I can't bear to throw them away. So keep munching away, moths.
all right, I'll show
There's
you the project that I've been avoiding.
okay.
And then I've got a little special thing to show
I
you.
have more whips too.
Oh God. I'll wait until after that then. Okay, so this is what I've been avoiding. I've been ever since I started knitting, I've been trying to knit my husband a sweater.
I'm knitting that
Um,
sweater, right?
I think you are. Yes, this is the Porter cabled cardigan from
Oh no, I'm not knitting that sweater.
You aren't? Pretty sure you recognized it last time I was working on it. But I mean, so
Oh yeah, I'm knitting that sweater.
I've
That's not what it's
started and
called though.
ripped out. Yeah, it's the Porter cabled cardigan.
Oh, then I'm not knitting that sweater. Remember you were
Maybe
here and I
maybe
was
a
like,
different one.
I'm knitting Jim this sweater, and you were like, that's the one Daniel picked out.
I thought it was this one. Don't look, there's some mistakes in
It
there,
looks
but my
so
husband won't
similar,
notice.
but it's not, that's not what this is called. Hold on. Or am I crazy? It might be that's what that's called.
This is the only one I'm knitting for Daniel right now. So I have
But I
started
might
a
have the
couple
name
other
wrong.
ones and ripped them out because every
Saven.
pattern he
Mine is
picks
called
out.
Saven.
Saven. Maybe it's just a similar one. They have a few that are similar.
Yeah.
Um, or maybe you started this one and then realized how hard it is and decided not to do it.
No.
It is really hard. My husband always picks out like the most complicated patterns. So finally, we agreed on a pattern, and I'm like, even if he doesn't like this when it's done, I will wear this. So it's some pretty complicated cables. I've done both sleeves, and this is the back, which I'm like three-quarters of the way done with. And then I have to do the two front panels and the pockets. So,
Oh, then it's different. Mine does not have pockets.
okay. But I'm hoping to finish it by Christmas. But I keep casting on other things that are more fun to knit because this is hard.
I have started using Knit Companion on my iPad.
Yes,
Game changer.
definitely use it. I've been using it for a long time. However, with the back, impossible to use because this
Oh,
requires five different um
cables, charts.
cable charts at the same time, and they're on the same, most of them are on the same page, and so you can't use the crosshair highlight thing because they're all on the same page, so you can't, and they're all different sizes, like different numbers of rows.
You
So I
can't
had
do
to
a
print it
custom.
out. I had to print it out and keep track of it on paper. There was no other way to do it. It was
There
it
should
was
be a way
difficult.
to put multiple. I don't think there is, but there should be a way to do like smaller highlighters.
Different colored ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can change the color, but you like there should be multiple. Because I bought it. I ended up paying for it because you get
Yeah.
so many more things and it's only like
It's worth it.
$35 a
Yeah,
year or
you
something.
can keep notes in it and stuff. It's totally
Hmm.
worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
I'll have to
But
investigate and see if there is a way in there. I don't think there is, but it's maybe something we could like send
because you don't want to be
pre-practice.
flipping pages. Like you could cut them
Mhm.
apart and put them on their own page in Knit
I
Companion,
guess you could.
but you don't want to be flipping pages because like some of those cables like you're done in 2 seconds and then you have to like flip back to
Yeah.
another page. It's like you don't want to do that.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
It's
But
already pretty
I'm almost
convenient.
to the
But
end of that one. The arm, the sleeves were not difficult to do. I think it was just like one or two of the blocks. So that wasn't hard to keep track of. But I'm hoping the front panels are easy too. But we'll see. So what else you got?
Um, I have last time I showed my socks that I am knitting for the Pride Mal that I'm not officially part of, but I'm posting pictures of on Gary Knits, Gary Rides. Um, I finished this sock just needs a toe and a heel.
Lovely.
But
Looking good.
I'm paused there so that I don't forget exactly where I stopped. And I did the repeat and wait a second.
Hmm.
Did I forget to do a row? Yeah, I need to do one more row. I messed up. Okay. So, okay, I need to do one more row and then knit a row. And then I'll finish this one. Whoopsie. Oh, that's interesting. That's a way to keep your socks. And then I'll catch this one up and put on the toe and then the heels.
And that's the same pattern as these ones that you sent
Oh,
me
yep.
for my birthday.
Yep. Was
Beautiful.
that
I
was my
love it.
last episode, right? I showed those
Yeah.
ones. Yeah, same pattern. Love this pattern. Crunkled Socks by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears. So I have that's going on. And then I've been working on this week. I have tons of whips, but what I've been actively working on this week is this baby again. I
Ah,
accidentally took out the stitch marker where I left it off last time, but I think I've done 5 or 6 sections since last time. But it's now, I'm on section 21 of the 21st um, ripple.
awesome.
And I think my goal is 40, but I might have to go longer than that. But right now it's 40. And I found some more. I found another color of this that wasn't in the 40 pack. I found another leftover color when I cleaned out. So now I have another whole color I can add to it.
Excellent.
So I'm working on that. It's so cozy and it's like full on blanket length now. So I can like cover up with it and knit it. Very cozy.
Is it like a big wrap? Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
that's what it'll be in the end. So,
Yeah. Amazing.
yeah. It's very much, it's, it's so, it's ridiculous. Like, I have no business having a wrap this enormous, but it will look very cool.
Hmm.
Like, it's very, like runway ginormous scarf vibes.
Yes, you'll find
Perfect
a place to wear it, I'm sure.
here in the summer. Like, it's so cold out. It'll be perfect. But good for like sitting outside um in the summer if it gets
Hmm.
really cold. Is that it for whippies? Oh, and then some spinning. I'll try to do that quickly. So first, my first bobbin of alpaca is done.
Lovely.
Yeah. Um, I might have put too much on it because now when I ply it, it's not all gonna fit on one bobbin. But um, this makes me so happy. I freaking did it. So I'm kind of paused right now. One of my acquisitions is I got new hand carders. So I got these things
Big
so I can
ones.
go a lot faster. Like these are proper ones for hand carding.
Yeah.
So yesterday it took me an hour to hand card 13 Rolags. And then I weighed it and it was 60 grams. So it took me an hour to do 60 grams and then I spun that up in no time. And I still have whoops, I still have this much of Marty left to hand card.
Oh, Marty.
Oh, Marty. And Marty's the first one I did, so I kind of felted Marty. And so Marty is difficult to hand card. Yeah. Oh, it does. Yeah, so there's a couple of chunks in there that are like a little bit felted. So it does take a little bit longer than it should. So it does slow me down a little bit. However, I ordered a drum carder. So that'll be here next week, hopefully. It'll at least ship on Monday or Tuesday. So that's gonna send me flying
Oh,
with
yeah.
getting things carded. And then I had another discovery. I started thinking on Friday, people must wash their farm animals, right? And so I went on Amazon and I was like, farm animal shampoo. I found this whitening shampoo. It's probably going to stay backwards um, when we post this, but whitening shampoo by Weaver Livestock. And it says gently whitens and removes stains for show day and daily care. So my problem is the white alpaca is the most obvious that you haven't cleaned it. So like Marty, you could probably spin it dirty and then wash it when it's yarn. But the white one you cannot. It's disgusting. It's like brown stains and then underneath it's pure white.
Hmm.
So I have this theory that I could just soak it in this and um it would just whiten it. So I last night I did my first batch of just soaking it in like a fifth of the amount of water that I normally would and a decently high concentration of this soap. So normally I do like Dawn dish soap overnight and then 3 or 4 washes to get it white. I soaked it overnight and it was pure white with like a
Wow.
fraction of the water. And I had to pay for my water. Like I don't have a well, I don't have like just water that comes out. Like we pay by the, I don't know the units, but like,
Gallons?
yeah, I guess it's gallons. It's like fractions of a gallon. So like when I remember like Haley was taking she was taking baths like every other day. And then we were like, okay, we can't do this anymore. And she started taking showers and our water bill like was half. Like
Wow.
that's how expensive water is. So this is gonna be a big deal because now we've been taking baths again, and this is not good. So this stuff is amazing. So any spinners out there who need to get your fleeces white, also it's really, really cheap. This was like $18 for a quart. That's like human shampoo. Um, whereas there's this stuff called Unicorn Fibers Power Scour. Um, that stuff is like $17 for 3 ounces.
Wow.
I have alpaca in my mouth. There's alpaca everywhere. So this kind of, I want to card all the rest of this before I spin anymore. It's disgusting. Um, so I got out some of my other like fancy fiber because I don't want a fiber stash besides my natural stuff. So I got out this Three Waters Farm, Three Water Farms. This one is called Shadows and Conifers, and this is just
Ooh.
Corriedale. And I got it so even and thin compared to my other wool spinning. Um, I think just from practicing on alpaca.
Yeah, it looks good. I love that
Thanks.
color too.
And then I have this other color. I'm gonna spin this other one and apply it together.
Mm.
This is Desert Wash.
Apply it
So
together with the
this
one
one.
with that one. That'll be
hmm
interesting.
So it's gonna be like yellow, greeny, yellowy. I mean, it's gonna be like orange yellowy applied with green.
Very spinnacle-ish.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Spin cycle. Yeah. And
Spin
so
cycle.
this was what was I gonna say? Oh, this is like one long braid, and I split it into like very uneven sections, like down the whole length, 3 or 4 sections. And so, yeah, it won't be like a perfectly even repeat, but I don't really care. So that's kind of like what spin cycle's like too.
Yeah.
It's not like an exact repeat. And this one I'm probably gonna do even more tiny splits because it was a lot easier to spin that way. Um,
I'm nodding my head like I know what you're saying, but I have no
Somebody
idea.
out there does. Um, so yeah, 113 grams in this one. 113 grams in this one. It looks like if I apply them together, I might be able to fit it on one bobbin. Maybe. So that's that. I did all this
Good luck.
yesterday and this morning.
Amazing.
So I can have yarn this week.
To
It won't
start
be
a new
dry.
project.
Yeah. I probably won't knit with it right away. Just admire it. Um, and that is all for spinning.
Yay. I have not acquired very much. Some lovely person sent me this in the mail.
Who's that?
Yay. And then I bought this yarn while I was on my honeymoon trip. This is Seven Sisters. And what's this one? On the round? On the round.
That's a Maine dyer.
So yes, I think so. I got this in Camden, Maine. I forget the name of the shop. But I'm going to use it to make another one of these because I love this hat. I love
Oh,
me
I
a
like that
little
hat. I
color
want one
work
of
hat.
those.
This is Denim and Brocade Toque by Janice Reed. So,
Wait, hold it up closer. I mean, like kind of flat.
oh, this one?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ignore my string hanging out the bottom.
Just tuck it up.
Yeah, I like that one.
I like that hat. Is that fingering weight?
Yep. I think these will look good.
And the
I
hat
think this
is?
will be enough.
The hat is fingering weight?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. You could do that blue and white.
I could. I bought this specifically to do that pattern,
Mm-hmm.
which
That'll
is like
look
a
better.
dark
That
tealy
higher
green.
contrast is better.
Yeah, yeah. So that'll be cool.
Maybe I want to cast on that hat. I'm gonna cast on another hat.
Being a
Oh, I
bad
love to go there.
influence.
Hmm?
Being a bad influence.
No, it's fine. I was gonna
Right.
show that yarn. I did a Whip Wednesday thing 2 weeks ago, and I was gonna show that yarn again. And I am gonna cast. Oh, I'll just do this. So I'm doing that Farmer's Daughter Fiber Beanie Brigade, and I showed the yarn in a Whip Wednesday on my Instagram, Burley Knits, if you want to go see it. But I couldn't find the hat pattern because I left it in my refrigerator. Jen, my partner, was like,
Amazing.
"Did you need this?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "I found this on top of the seltzer." It was this card.
Oh
And I was
my
like,
God.
"Oh, that's where that went." So apparently I got into the fridge with this in my hand and just left this in the refrigerator. Classic.
You were double fisting seltzers out of
I
there.
think, no, I was only getting myself one because He was like in the other room, and I came outside with my Topo Chico or my White Claw. It was my White Claw.
Mhm.
Apparently I dropped this, and anyway, so this is the pattern, which I think is super cool. So I said I was going to cast it on last weekend, but I did not. I got distracted and did other things, but I am going to cast this on shortly. In fact, today I'm going to go wind up the cakes right now. Um, I don't have any hats on the needles except Musselburghs, and those don't count. Okay, and then I also got in the mail. Okay, if you don't want to see this, close your eyes. You can see it. I don't think you got it, but I got the Hedgehog Fibers Canyon something club. She just recently did a 3-month club. You could do spinning or um yarn or a fade, which was more yarn. You could do 3 skeins or a lot more skeins. I just did the 3 skeins for June, July, August. I got them all at once to save on shipping from Ireland because that's crazy. So if you don't want to see after June, close your eyes. This is your warning. I'll tell you when to open them. I'll try to go fast. So here's June. I got the Canyon Garden Club, and she had also one called Melty Treats, which was like super bright pinks and like candy colors. But I went with like the more subtle. Actually, this hopefully this comes out kind of okay. But here's the first one.
The label is so shiny.
Yeah, I'll hide it. Here's so classic hedgehog fiber speckly. Um, I
Lovely.
should show the inspo picture. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Anyways, imagine a canyon garden. You will after, and then definitely close your eyes now because I'm going to show you July. Whoops. Oh dear, hold on. I just like made a window pop up that we don't need to pop up. Okay. So here's the like sandy colors and the oh, this was like a sunsetty
Kind of
color.
pinky,
Yeah, pinky
coming
skies
across pinky over here.
with like terracotta-y sort of taupes.
We're
Okay.
describing it as people are covering their eyes.
As what?
Sorry.
As as describing it as what?
Describing it, cover your eyes and your ears.
Oh yeah. Whoops. Okay, and then this one. Um I gasped out loud when I saw this one. This one, freaking gorgeous. I mean, it's so ugly. If
Wow, I love that.
I'm not gonna
Those are like
describe it.
my favorite colors in a skein. Amazing.
So
Nope,
go
I'm
look at
not.
her account
Sorry.
and well, you can't don't go look at her account. You'll just feel bad that you missed out on the not you, I mean everyone else. You'll feel bad you missed out on the club, but these are so perfect for the inspo, it's not even funny. Like she nailed it. I don't know how she does it.
Awesome.
I'm obsessed. So I'm not gonna put these in my hedgehog fibers whatchamacallit shawl, but um and I have no idea what I'm gonna do with them. But they're here. That's all that
Yay.
matters. And that's it
Beautiful.
for acquisitions.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I have one special thing to share. I have some old stuff that you sent me, and unfortunately, some of them I have felt it. I can't even get my hand in this mitten. It fell into the wash with
Oh my
some
God, I
other
forgot
stuff,
about those.
but the only one of it got felted. I just couldn't find the unfelted one. But this is a Kimberly special
Nice.
from I don't know how many years ago.
Are those just black?
I don't know. Yep, just black. They're really nice. They kind of have like an arrow looking stitch
Yep.
pattern on them
That
that's
is
hard to
the
see.
who is like the grandmother of knitting? Elizabeth Zimmerman mitten
Hmm.
pattern from Knitting Without Tears or whatever. That really old
Yeah,
book.
it's good.
I forgot
It's a
about that
good one.
pattern.
Wish I could find the not felted one.
I
Then I've got some fingerless gloves that
knit those for you while I was in China.
yeah, these I've had for a long time. I love these. Oh, this doesn't want to go over my watch, but these are great. Love that. I did rip a little hole in this one that I need to fix right in the thumb gusset, But that, and another thing I've felted, but I will never get rid of because this is a little sweater that you knit for
Oh,
my kiddo, and it's so
I don't
cute.
remember this at all.
I do. It probably still would have fit her. She was
What
really
color
young.
is it?
It's kind of like orangey greeny brown. I know it's kind of hard to. It's
Is it
and I also this ended
is
up in
it
the wash because I didn't realize that you can't wash nice yarn.
orangey greeny brown?
That was yeah. It's really cute.
It's not sort of like a birch tree, right?
I don't know.
Like, does it have
It's
white
definitely got
parts
some
that?
white. Yeah, it's got some white in it. Yeah, keep it like this. You can
Oh,
see it
okay.
just
It's
a
not
little
what I thought
better.
it
The
was.
orange isn't coming across, but
What yarn? Did I put this in
yeah,
Ravelry?
I don't know.
Let's
Look
find
it up.
out.
The cups are flipped over. I definitely have a picture of Asha wearing this, so so cute. So Kimberly's been sending me knitted things for a long time, and I love all of them.
The yarn, oh, I just got really dark. Oh, fixed it. Um, that yarn is like blowing my mind.
I'll send you the picture of Asha wearing it.
Okay.
Maybe it'll come, you'll be able to figure out what it was.
Because I can't believe I gave you a not superwash baby sweater. Like, how rude. Like, that's, I would never do that.
Oh,
Now, I
well, we
wouldn't.
all learn. I don't think
Yeah.
it shrank too much, but I do think it just looks a little felted. But
Oh, well, it can go on one of her stuffies or something.
yeah.
Okay. Speaking of a little blast from the past,
Ooh,
do you recognize this?
no,
You made this.
I made that.
Hmm.
Is it like red and green?
It's like blue. You crocheted it
I don't even remember how
in
to crochet
seventh
anymore.
grade.
This is what I made in the class.
No, you made this. I think you and I have matching ones of this. And you kept calling it a belly warmer. You insisted that I was getting a belly warmer for Christmas, and this is what I got.
That's hilarious.
Do you also remember that you like wanted to learn how to crochet a granny square or something, and you came to my house and my mom tried to teach you, and she tried to teach us both at the same time. And then my mom got frustrated and she wouldn't teach me anymore. She would only teach you.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So then shortly after that, you became
That's
like
funny.
a crochet goddess, and I got this a belly warmer for Christmas.
It's perfect, clearly.
Yeah. This is the outfit I'm going to wear today.
Amazing.
It's acrylic,
Totally don't
100%
remember
acrylic.
making that.
Seriously?
No, I don't.
That's
No,
funny. We old though.
lost.
We
He
old.
is getting old. Yeah.
We is old. What year is seventh grade?
1997,
7.
I think.
18 years ago?
Yeah. Feel like I'm getting to the point where I've forgotten more than I knew. Forgotten more than I know. Yeah.
That means we were really smart at one point.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We're
I've
still really
forgotten more than
smart.
you'll ever know. Um,
We're still really smart. We're just there's less room in the memory banks now.
yeah, it's you have to be selective about what's going to stick around. And maybe crocheting this didn't it wasn't something you needed to keep in your head.
I guess not.
But I kept it in my head.
You
Anyways,
you wear it well.
thank you. So this has been one of the greatest episodes ever, and you will be back, whether you like it or not.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Thanks for being on the podcast. I hope you had a good
You're
time.
welcome. Thanks for having me.
Welcome.
Very
And
much.
all y'all watchers out there, I never say this, I should say this. Hit the like and subscribe. Would you know how to use YouTube? But it's like important so that more people find the podcast. And it would be nice if more people found the podcast because then maybe I can be like a real YouTuber and quit my job. I'm just kidding. That's never going to happen. But if you like and subscribe and comment, it helps the algorithm. And then more people will find valuable information like use this, not the expensive stuff. Wash your farm animal without the farm animal attached. And you'll have a better time.
And we'll have more friends.
You'll have more friends,
Mhm.
more parasocial relationships. And that's what I'm looking for.
Yay.
Yeah. All right. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Don't actually leave. I'm just going to stop recording.
Okay.
Bye.